I was almost up to a really bad start. Anyways, hi. I'm in for a treat today, babies. Except I can't. Oh, there it is. I couldn't find my glove for a sec. That could have been bad. But we're having a little twist on today's class trial. So, God, it's really hot. Decided maybe I won't need my blanket this time, since I'm wearing 2 long sleeves. Because somebody doesn't wear the most weather friendly. I mean, granted, it is almost winter. Wait, no, it's not winter until December. It's almost winter, so I guess it is technically weather appropriate. Maybe not for indoors. But wow, how come this looks so bad whenever I try and take pictures? Like, I try and take pictures of this for Instagram and it looks like trash, like utter garbage. But Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to put on my headphones. It's gonna be toasty today, babies. All right, we just jump in. Oh, that's almost clicked the wrong one. These gloves. I have really big hands and these gloves do not fit my hands. But like, that's just how it be, you know? My hair is resting on my lap. Like, that's how long it is. It's also already itchy. So, you know, we'll see how things go. I just thought it was fitting. And I was gonna start doing this every Sunday for all the class trials. I don't know, we'll see how this turns out. My forehead is already scratchy. Because it's a lace front. Yes, I put bangs in a lace front wig. It was the only color, look at me. It's the only color that I thought was fitting on any of the websites I checked. Okay, so don't roast me. They turned out alright. It looks really shiny, but trust me, that's just poor lighting. I gotta get a real ring light. Currently, it's just my webcam ring light. We can go back to watching. Sorry to interrupt. I didn't mean to ruin the festivities. Except, I am the festivities. The Taco Bell out here doesn't have Dr. Pepper on their menu. Like, I was sitting there ordering my Crunchwrap, and they really had me in line for a Mountain Dew, and I said, where's the Dr. Pepper? Granted, I ordered over DoorDash because I am lazy and it is freezing. Okay, I didn't go outside. I don't know if it's freezing, but I looked outside and it looked really cold. So it's freezing. So I'm drinking Pepsi, not of my own will. It was the lesser of two evils. If I wanted Mountain Dew, I would have drank the Mountain Dew at home. And I accidentally ordered 2 entire liters of. Nobody here drinks Diet Mountain Dew. Jesus Christ, nobody here drinks Mountain Dew. But whatever. Oh no, my arms don't really reach in this. I guess I could sit closer. Whatever. We just get into the game. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you. I mean, if you find me distracting, let me know. I've put the headphones on. Oh god. I don't know if my hands will go that high. Oh, they do go that high. Yeah, wig adds a little height. That looks strange. That looks really strange. Okay. And every time I sit back, the wig pulls down and it's just strange. I didn't tie the tie very well. I have to do the shirt different because I got a short neck, guys. Like, I wish I had a longer neck. I would actually look good sometimes in clothes. I can't feel the buttons. This is a class trial and I can't, you know what, you can't see my hand anyways. Kirigiri never shows the hands. I'm actually going to take both of them off. That's probably going to cause lots of problems in overheating later. And you can't see my hands anyways. Don't let me show my hands, guys. Anyways, we're playing a game. I'm sorry. Let me move my computer closer. I've missed a couple chats yesterday because I couldn't see. Why isn't this doing anything? Oh, because you have to press 2 buttons. Alright. So if you don't know, yesterday, we're just gonna do this. We had an incident, so to say. 2 people died. I streamed for about 5 hours. Because nobody was dying. Now where exactly is that camera mounted? Is it supposed to be mounted to that tree? Because I don't think so. But whatever. Everyone who heard the announcement gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough... Oh my god. It's related, I swear. But guys. I watched Danganronpa, like the first one, the animation, Danganronpa the animation, because it's just V1. And I didn't want to spoil anything by watching the other one. And they got Monokuma's voice all wrong. I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't sound like it does in the games. It's not bad, it's just not what I was expecting. And I feel like it didn't, you know, like, give the same vibe, but whatever. Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial? Hey, jerk! Hold it right there! What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him. Avenge? That sounds like he died. He's so mean. Sounds like, you say. Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first. Hold on. I won't let you escape. Hey, did you hear what he said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off. Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years. More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Well, why are you so excited about that? Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. God. What are you saying, fiend? Oh, I don't have it. I don't have his voice right now. You'll find out soon enough. Then let's go. Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. But I'm gonna talk to you all anyways, because I just love talking to my friends. I think the shirt's too small, guys. It's fine. Just as I thought. This particular incident. Oops. We can continue this later. Right, Hajime? What's wrong with him? He's even creepier than usual. He's kind of a creep. It's about time I showed my serious side. Geez, how troublesome. But I suppose I can display my power for the sake of our 2 fallen comrades. What is going on? I just see, like, a hair floating right below my eye. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't let it distract me. This is for you guys. Not that anyone asked. I'm sorry. Hey, what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru's already... Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the class trial right now. I know, but... Hey, what are you whining about? Hurry up and get this over with already. And then we can greet Coach Nekomaru with open arms when he comes back. Oh, sis. I already figured this out, but it's best if we don't rely on Minomi all that much. Oh, I already figured this. She's just saying stupid things, and it'll make us even more confused. Maybe we should shut her up for good. Buddy, violence is never the answer. Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward. And then, we need to end this once and for all. Yoko, it must be my fault, after all. Then I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Now then, let us proceed. I haven't been helpful at all. I couldn't even figure out an estimated time of death. I'm sorry, I'm such a useless piece of trash. I didn't even try to help. God. Like, is it collapsible? I'm just wondering where it's stored. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes getting smaller and smaller, buddy. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. Are my arms different lengths? Are the sleeves different lengths? What is going on here? Whatever. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, he started digesting us. Can you imagine? The elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. And as we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. So after after watching the anime, it reminded me of like the series of events in V1, and I gotta say, they do mirror each other very closely, except by now a lot more people were dead. Just like from extra events, you know, like, were they? We're not sure if Nekomaru's dead. Maybe not. It just seemed like people died a lot faster, and I know that the anime moves a lot faster than the game. Like, I wouldn't have liked it if I hadn't already played the game, but it's just very strange. It's strange to watch if you don't know the game. In my opinion. I could be wrong. What do I know? There's still another one that I haven't watched. Maybe it ties all together, but I don't know. It just felt like it moved faster. And I like the environment more. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness, and I walked into that place. Oh, it changed. I think I like the other one more. I like the other one more with the waves and everything. This is like Scary Castle. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him. Why bother? What? Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. So, the curtain to the 3rd class trial is about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician, she was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Yoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was really trying to change herself. And she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. Mahiru. I'm sorry, I butchered their names. The person who killed those 2 is among us. I definitely can't believe it. God, there's a lot more red out here. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third-class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Wish I could read. Man, that must be nice. Okay. I still don't think I have a single skill. My skill points keep increasing. Maybe I should focus on making relationships with everyone. Or like certain people in particular. The pet's still doing fine. Oh, bullets. Alright, Monokuma File 3. There are 2 victims this time, Ibuki Miota and Hyoko Saionji. Ibuki Miyota's cause of death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hyoko Saionji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. Blood on the soles. There were blood stains on the soles of Ibuki's feet. Rope used for hanging. The rope used for hanging, according to Mikan, there is... I didn't read that right. I'm sorry, guys. Let me start over. The rope used for hanging. According to Mikan, there is no doubt that the cause of death for Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. Motel room key. The key to the motel room that Hyoko was staying in. It was buried deep inside her kimono, so it was pretty difficult to retrieve. Scrap of thick paper. A thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting. Oh god. I'm not doing very good here. Music venue curtain. A black curtain at the very back of this music venue stage. It is not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. It looks like it was brought from the supermarket and not something that was originally here. Stepladder. A stepladder was found on the music venue stage, tipped on its side. On its left side, a slight blood stain can be seen. Candle. A candle was found at the front of the music venue stage. It looks like the dim light seen in the surveillance camera video was actually light from this candle. Surveillance camera unit. A surveillance camera unit put inside the music venue for communication purposes. It's been smashed to pieces and no longer works. AC temperature. The AC was cranked up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It was extremely hot inside the music venue because of that. Smudge on the floor. Evidence that a bloodstain was wiped off the floor of the music venue stage. Since Ibuki had no open wounds, it's believed the blood belonged to Hyoko. Semi-transparent glob. Glue? A strange glob that was stuck to where both music venue doors touch each other. Mikan's account. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was hanging with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everybody, and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Surveillance monitor video. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital. It shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a hip bag on their head as they willingly climb a stepladder toward a noose. Fuyuhiko's account. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently, Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. Well, I think my eyelash is coming off. That's so sad. We literally just started. It's fine. Whatever. You'll tell me if I start looking ugly, right? Okay. Sonia's account. Hyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled, and she was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonia apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue storage room. Movie's invitation ticket. The invitation ticket prepared by Monokuma. 1 ticket was passed out per person, and the date it was passed out is printed on the ticket. Is it just me or does that sentence read weird? Monokuma's account. A Monomi tote bag that was sold at the movie theater. Okay. It's a limited item because only 1 person can buy it. Apparently, you get another bag for free when you purchase it. The Wizard of Monomi. The movie that Monokuma directed. There are a total of 3 deaths in the movie. First, Monomi Scarecrow died by hanging herself. Next, Monomi Lion was pumped full of arrows. Finally, Monomi Tenman died by getting chopped into metal pieces. I don't really see the parallel between Hyoko's death and getting cut into pieces. I feel like we're missing some truth bullets, but who knows?
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Really?
Class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is
Man.
for who done it.
It's almost like we've been doing that this whole time.
Then only the blackened will receive punishment.
What if you pick the wrong person?
I'll punish everyone
Besides the blackened.
and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
I'm mostly just disappointed that it looks like Hajime is turning out to be just a normal guy. Like, I mean, that's fine, but it makes me emo.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
We can't leave people out of the dark.
What's wrong with that?
I wish my head were empty. Oh, it is. Wait.
The more
Mhm.
stuff inside it, you know?
Okay, we probably shouldn't be arguing.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments.
Only one with brain cells here.
He's the first witness. Why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Okay.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
This color goes really well with the keyboard.
Myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened.
You gotta say,
By to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
okay, but there was time.
We headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed,
She didn't tell you immediately.
I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night.
Or the night before. Or the day before. She hadn't been resting at all.
And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was... a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
I could be wrong, but if there are 2 hemp bags,
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do?
I don't know. That doesn't have to be Ibuki going up the stepladder.
I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being...
I don't see any reason that Nagito couldn't have been like, yo, Ibuki, kill yourself. And she'd just go along with it because she had despair disease. Anyone could have told her to do it, and that's something he would do.
from the ceiling.
But you can't see her hair in the first one, which I don't know.
Tell the others
I don't know, guys.
So I headed to the motel.
And we're short,
Because it was
hospital gown.
And unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. The only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital.
All 3 of them. It's really hard.
Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people. After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
And what do you know?
So I immediately led them to
That's exactly what the case was.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
Wait,
That's when we heard the body
that piece of scrap left on the baton lighting should have counted as litter, though. And the smashed up transmit, I don't know.
When we removed the hemp,
I guess maybe if it's left inside, it doesn't matter.
it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
What?
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who... Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
What? Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body,
See, that's what I feared.
as much as you want right now, right?
I mean, in theory, but I wouldn't.
I lied. Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth to you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove
How do you... What?
Come on, try to prove it to me.
Prove you're not the killer. It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. God. Don't know what you want from me. Motel, scrap of paper, surveillance camera unit, surveillance monitor video.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie,
Oh, this is the wrong one.
then the fact that Ibuki hung herself,
That would also be a lie. I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Oh god, that was such bad aim.
may lie.
That was really bad.
Because he's the killer.
God.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Oh, wait, no, I know what's going on. Wait, that was the wrong button. Oh god. I'm not the killer. There should be a contradiction somewhere. I should find that and break through.
His testimony is clearly suspicious.
Oh god,
Hajime's
god.
testimony is a lie. And the fact that Ibuki hung herself,
That would also be a lie.
Hajime is not a liar.
Deny that.
Rude.
After all, Hajime is the only witness.
why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime
He's really trying to set them up against me because he knows.
Bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's wrong.
God. Obviously it's wrong.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
And everyone knows that because I made such a big deal about not knowing what was going on.
I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
This is how I'm supposed to use that piece of evidence?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Unless it's just coincidence.
Did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right? Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
This is true.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Hajime's testimony. I thought we should solidify the foundation.
Okay.
It also provides a good warm-up.
It also provides a good warm-up.
You know? Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important.
Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
Ibuki's ghost.
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Hmm.
Said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
I'm gonna pull out my footrest.
Let's establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes?
There's no way that's possible. God.
The killer stalled for time.
I need a seat cover on this thing.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer opened the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door,
The killer was still inside.
if that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
Technically, it could have been Akane or Nagito.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you. There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
God, did he recruit Nekomaru?
Making bad jokes?
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis. What a wicked way of backing us into a wall! Is this his professional skill?
No, he doesn't have one. Killer was inside the music venue. Ryohiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? We'll just watch through the first time on this,
The killer
because
was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? The door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
oh, I just realized that it was an agreement thing. I'm right. Wait, what? That person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence?
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to
stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
That's not right, is it? Okay. Yeah. Oh.
Still inside the music venue.
Oh god, that was the wrong one.
Locking the door from the inside. They tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. Killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside. No, that's wrong.
Wait.
There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside?
And that the drumstick was just broken afterwards?
Stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent blob was probably... I thought it was glue. Alright.
Semi-transparent glob. Must have been glue. Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yes, just put the whole thing in her mouth.
Firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap. Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Fair.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Sis, you're literally two different colors.
During the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Aww, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must
Oh god, they must have done it earlier. Earlier?
the venue. Only
Sorry.
Yuki's body was there, right?
It happens sometimes.
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time. When Hiyoko
Oh.
Just reveal?
Of course,
I feel
the body wasn't
dumb.
revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
I feel so dumb.
Scrap of paper. That's what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Wallpaper. That scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now, I should be able to figure out what that is. Doing Hangman's Gambit? Oh, okay. Wallpaper? Please remember how to do this. Ah, okay. Off to a good start. Ha! That's like record time! Mostly because I actually know what I was spelling this time. But I don't think I did a single misclick.
Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
I should have seen that. I feel so ridiculous.
Black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. You overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper. See? It fits perfectly.
I don't know about perfectly, but I mean, that just wasn't a good.
So the scrap
Yeah.
that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And it was taped to the baton lighting.
What's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearance?
Yeah.
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Okay.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. I don't remember how to do this. Alright, let's give this a try. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. I think it's control. That's break. That's jump. Okay. Jump. Oh, thank God. Oh, wait. This is considerably harder than the first time. We're gonna slow down a little bit. Oh god. Shouldn't have slowed down. It was hidden. Killer used the wallpaper. This is considerably easier than last time, where I think I got most of the answers wrong. Oh god, that was the wrong button. Glad it worked out. They covered the pillar? I mean, they formed a wall. We're gonna go with this one. Am I supposed to do something here? Oh, okay.
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
That's terrifying.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once.
I know I said that it was very unlikely that I would need my blanket,
You haven't seen my master
but maybe I should have.
5D?
I switched my pants at the last minute from sweatpants to shorts, and my legs are cold.
Looking at them, I knew it. There are so many similarities.
Does this zip up?
Been
Oh,
intentional.
it does.
By hanging.
It's a real zipper.
Hyoko's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
I still disagree.
Both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble?
Unless Nekomaru counts as that one.
No. The reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated 2 victims in that movie. I should be able to explain that now. Hide the weapon. Because they like movies. To mix up the killing order. Alright, yeah.
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Oh my god.
How light.
Ibuki killed her.
Light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim
That way, technically,
when Hiyoko was killed.
Ibuki is the murderer.
Class creature with no psychic abilities like you knows something like that.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
My god.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
Consent. I didn't realize that's what it said.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood.
Blood.
There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries. Then it's Hiyoko.
Her shoes look a little small.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
What? Buddy.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. So frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
What?
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Impossible!
Oh god, that was the wrong button.
Try to remember the
I messed up. By his exaggerated protest, I feel like I've already seen an opening to counter. Is this a trap?
There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
That's the easiest one of those has ever been.
Floors because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things.
You have no proof of that at all.
I do.
Yes, yes, I do.
There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, right? Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The thing I'm confused about is why there hadn't been blood on the stepladder before.
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body,
Unless we just couldn't see it because of the poor lighting.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Nikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Nikon's autopsy?
Why do you know that?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to get concrete evidence for us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
Yeah, I don't really know what you're arguing about.
Regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Okay.
Shut up and back off.
Mood.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Yeah.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
Same as always, you have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Hey! Oh, close.
So, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
If they were driven to suicide, though, I think it's different.
Instead, Hyoko's dead. But I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
I'm still sus of him, but I don't know why he would murder.
Committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right? That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with. She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
Well,
But if Ibuki
except she was gullible.
she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right?
She would have had an accomplice. Or someone who told her to commit murder.
The sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive.
No, I don't think so.
When I first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
You can't easily fake being hanged.
Waited until Hajime left. That's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
Buddy.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
Yeah.
Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm Now I'm free to search for the killer.
Buddy.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
Sis, you don't have an alibi.
Sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function.
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually right?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Okay. Oh god.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time. Wait, I need to look at, Rico's account. Because I don't remember... I don't know.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Oh, shoot. No? Not that? No. I'm not that bright.
Exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Could I use any of?
The sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
We're just gonna go for it.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi,
No, that's wrong.
Oh, that actually worked. All right.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi.
Oh, duh. God.
In fact, Nikon and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Nikon and I were actually together.
A long while. All night, really. Didn't have to say that.
What situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hachi.
You know not to say it.
2 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get
Sis, who cut your bangs?
have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that.
What you doing, Jen?
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
Hey, baby. Come here.
So it's inevitable that an alibi
Jen.
before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
What is that?
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder,
Is that really all it was? Huh?
faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process. Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
Imagine being a liar.
The killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? Oh, it's break time. Oh god. Hello there, Monomi. Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off mossballs. And here's some and here's some chance time. Hello? Oh, what's that? Now then, Monomi's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a redheaded stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please, make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment.
Um,
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying murder sequences? The murder sequence? Wow, I'm bright. So sorry, guys. So sorry. Does something like that even exist? Huh? Oh, right. I have to read it. I wish to die from self-loathing.
This again. If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too.
Oh, trust me, buddy. They probably would have.
If that happened, the invitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
I have hairs stuck up under here.
It's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
I nodded it!
Thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Oh, that's what it means. I've been so dumb.
Used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the
Oops.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I mean...
Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Yoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions? It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say. However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out, no matter the cost. But we already know that. Buddy, we already know that. We were told, but it's not in my bullets.
Summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know why we wouldn't have just used her statement, but whatever.
Just as Sonia said, she went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Yoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
Good thing it was because she wanted to tie her kimono.
No way she got abducted?
Nope, no way. Her room showed no signs.
She was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious.
Poor Hiyoko. I didn't like her very much, but
Finds the key.
it's still sad.
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
What? Was I about to accuse her?
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now. Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right?
God, that's the wrong button.
She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and
Shoot.
forcibly abducted her.
Okay, I have the right one now at the very least.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room. She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Girl is so small and wicked. And that's why the killer abducted her.
I can't. It wouldn't let me do that. That's... What?
Hiyoko was locked inside her room. Forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-like, and that's why the killer abducted her.
Why did it...
His room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in the kimono? Maybe the killer just placed it away.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. The kimono was all messed up.
That was... Oops, I missed it.
Is totally wrong.
I missed it. How far back do I have to go?
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in the kimono? Maybe the killer just placed it later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. The kimono was all messed up.
Crap!
What? What?
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. The kimono was off. There's only one reason the kimono was messed up. She fought the killer.
Allow me to cut through.
I don't understand why that wouldn't have worked for the first one, but like, whatever, I guess.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Duh.
Kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Yoko Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
I had to check my messages. I'm sorry, guys.
The reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet,
Make her do a little.
something something.
Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
They're not hamsters.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense.
What?
You want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Buddy.
Please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities.
Jesus Christ.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
Because she saw him. Them.
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
Interesting that they used red.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
We asked him to shut up.
How are you gonna stay quiet?
We told him to shut up.
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
Oh, good news.
Definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene,
We're already beyond that.
bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly
Okay.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you you can be.
No. Wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
This is strange. What's strange?
I see. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the stepladder?
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Well, we're also short a stepladder.
The stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing. This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
Well, apparently I'm just a regular guy. What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that.
Was I right?
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So, just as I thought, comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video. And whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
Oh god, you shouldn't.
As I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So, I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Oh, good. Okay.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
No.
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain. Right on the left side of the stepladder.
Right on the left.
That contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video is completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two step ladders?
Yeah, didn't you look around?
Where would you find another step ladder? There was only one step ladder in the music video.
No, there were two.
And one of the stepladders was somewhere
There were two in the music. Well, I mean, one of them was moved, but there were definitely only two when we found them.
The step ladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right?
What?
That's it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime, is that thing the place where the killer did something? I didn't think so. First letters are not G. Don't think it's in either. Am I losing health each time? I am. Okay. I don't... I have no clue what this is. Is it an F? Okay. Oh yeah, that was the wrong button. This is exactly what I suspected to begin with. The whole time I said, that's not the music video. That's not the music video. And what did everyone say to me? Nothing. They ignored me. Can I get an I? Goodness gracious. Nobody listens to me.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
My head itches. Itchy, itchy, itchy.
Not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Yes.
There's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else. What did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? It switched out. Oh god, we're doing this again? Oh god. Oh, that's a hole. That wasn't very smart. I'm sorry. I don't know what I thought it was. Oh god. Had to be both. Oh. How is it not both? It has to be both. That's what... We'll go with the camera. Okay. Makes sense. Seems fair. Oh god. Glad space also jumps. Because that's the one I keep hitting. God. I'm not the person that played all these. Camp with the hospital. Wait. Stanford was the music venue one. Oh, I see, because I couldn't have moved on if I had... Alright, sweet. Oh god. Okay. The killer used a camera from the... Took it with him. Okay, alright. Hi! Thank you. Oh,
The killer just brought the camera from the
that's alright. I was busy being not very bright, but it's fine.
venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Yeah?
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes,
Thank you for stopping by anyways.
but when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
I did realize from the start. Just because Hajime didn't doesn't mean I didn't.
His attention was focused on the camera.
That's true,
But
but
what?
to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
The thing the killer did to the remaining monitor was... He destroyed it. God, my health is low.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not.
Well, you should have, but yeah, okay.
Attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
I think I did notice that it looked like there was something more there.
Where else? But the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong. Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
It happened in the hospital, guys. I'm telling you. I've been saying that this whole time. I said, that's not the music venue, that's the hotel, but did we listen to me? No. Which means, even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it's transmitting the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place, inside that building. Hospital. Oh god. Conferen. I think conference room fits. Oh, thank god. I can't spell anymore either, apparently. Come on, give me letters. Oops. I need that N back now. I can't believe I destroyed it. Hey baby, give me a C. Oh, I should have saved that one too, but I'm not very bright. Oh god. Is it room or hall? Room. Oh, right. Chiaki said this, and I.
It was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
Not whenever you put up a curtain.
Exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Make the conference room look like the music venue. The killer went ahead and did some work. I've got to make clear what that work was. Venue curtain. Curtain. Music venue curtain.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Oh god.
Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
They might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe you mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Yeah. That's true. I also have very bad aim.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other?
I don't know which one is which.
The music venue?
Not that one. Might be the other way around. Oh god.
There's no way the music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the
Music venue looked like the conference room, which is what I thought to begin with, but again, I'm typically wrong, so I didn't win it.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow
They didn't even bother taking down the flashy curtain.
became the right size.
That's right. It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
God.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks
You two basically have the same face.
The venue would look like a conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
You think they thought that much into it?
Matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference room? That's gotta be it. The candle? Okay, whoo, it's the candle, guys. Don't worry.
Referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
So it can't be Nagito.
The main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
Dang.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means, are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
Not for this.
Placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With
So-
candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside Cop say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there's a fake somewhere. That fake must have been the Ibuki in the conference room? What?
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set the trap for me was...
Why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly,
We're thinking of a possibility?
then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Do I? Oh, it could be Nagito. No, it can't. I should have already known who the killer is. I should know who the killer is? I should... I mean, my bets are on him, but I don't know. Duh. it's really not possible that it's him. Is it possible? Oh God. I don't know. Actually, honestly, I feel tricked. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm a horrible person. I'm also running out of time. Uh, uh... What? What? Selecting... I'm sorry, guys. I cheated, but I don't know why we'd pick her. It doesn't make sense at all.
The killer, aren't you?
Because in the video, she's not wearing a wrap.
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
I mean, it does make sense for the times, and she could have wrapped her hand back up, but...
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right. A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely...
I guess it could add up.
We're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and me can't have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
I guess.
So a coincidence?
That's true. Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then, if you insist, I will use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room. But you actually
I wouldn't have gotten this.
That's when you
Why'd they make him so buff?
in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible.
Ah, sorry.
Offense than that. Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong. It's totally wrong. It's not what you think.
I guess.
It is really hard to tie it all together. I mean,
Makes sense for her and Hyoko, but...
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
that slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Oh. Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No. In fact, it'd be so much easier if I were wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with...
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along.
He's gonna say me. Even though that's
Investigating with the suspect in mind
impossible.
result in investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What?
Are you serious? I've been so focused on everybody else this trial, but I guess now's a good time to say it, right? You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
For him it is.
This is a game!
Yeah, and I guess for me.
Controversial statements? Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we?
Can you get on with it? Oh my god.
Rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right? What's wrong with that? I want you to take a close look at this rope, and keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loopy Buki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
What?
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Thank you! Thank you! Nagitu's words? A decisive clue? Is that really true? God, what? I'm not following along very well. I don't deserve this.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Right? That's what you just said.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yeah.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously,
The autopsy report.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Do I have... Oh god. Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. That is the decisive proof that will lead to the killer. Is that true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Wait. Am I missing something? Has this been added to my account? It hasn't. Oh, do I not have an autopsy report? I mean, I guess there wasn't really one. Oh, wait, no, it was there. It was just... Has it been updated? Okay, according to Mikan, there's no doubt this is the cause of death. Those sound like the words to keep in mind.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
did we fall for someone's lie? That must be it.
Dang. That makes me so sad.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see. So, Ibuki died by hanging herself.
Said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan? You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Why didn't anyone else look at the body and be like, oh,
I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
sis,
It's not my fault if I made a mistake.
you've been autopsying all the bodies.
And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'll take your word for it.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
God.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
God.
I just can't forgive this crime at all.
What? Huh?
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
You don't have to do that.
I'm really, really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's
I
enough.
mean, she just about smothered me to death twice.
I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
True,
Say
true.
deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to
Good.
believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. Not fair. Not fair.
Dang.
Not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Not fair. Not fair.
I don't think she thinks it's fair.
You forgive yourself right away.
Sis, it's a murder.
I do. Why won't anybody forgive me?
My girl.
It's your strategy now. This is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Maybe.
That's right. Show me your proof. Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room.
Sis was investigating the conference room pretty hard.
Killer, based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
That seems...
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. I never filmed that video.
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
Oh.
So, I'm going to leave this to
Why do we just leave stuff to me? Apparently I'm just a regular guy. Could it be? Was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that video. Again, you tried to smother me to death twice. Granted, it was an accident. I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Oh god, we're making an argument?
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
Not that different.
Type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
Jesus Christ.
Able to make out her body type. So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. I'm the only one who saw that video. Who else is gonna do it if I don't? What's my evidence again? Blood on the soles of her face. Shoot.
Who could have filmed that video?
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Wait. Didn't I thought I had something for that. Oh, Monokuma's account, but that's not one of my truth bullets. Okay.
The hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't... Yeah, oh good, okay.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
little slippers she had on.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Why? Why? Wait, there's Oh my god, I forgot we implemented contradictions in the last one. I'm...
Is the handbag up? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from
Nobody wanted to remind me?
When you be able to make out her body type? Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I completely forgot that we had contradictions back.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
To be fair, I did know that was the problem.
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
I feel attacked.
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
You wouldn't have known
Never said anything.
the camera angle. Jin, come here.
So how can you
Ginger.
say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that
Okay,
video yourself?
or not.
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
Horrible. Disgrace.
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
You serious?
I'm still hurt about Hajime just being a normal guy.
Did you kill Hiyoko and
I know I shouldn't be. And I know it's not confirmed yet, but that hurts.
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible?
No.
Using one tote bag in both the
I think you're wrong.
music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
No.
That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far.
Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, Jesus Christ, the reload and ammo features will be added. You'll no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker, in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks, no matter how much you mash to the left mouse button. You'll be able to refresh your buttons by pressing the tab key to reload. Just like locking on, the tab key Press the tab key on time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the left mouse button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the tab key. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you keep the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you press the tab key, bullets will not be refreshed. So, please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. If your difficulty level is set to gentle, you do not need to reload. I guess it was a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all explanations for class trials. The rest is up for you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point, what you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun. At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something, and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. God. I'm not good at these. Oh my god. I have such bad timing. This isn't fair. Jesus Christ. Yeah, can't go on, everyone doubts me. Class trial's come to an end. Black end, ha ha ha. Oh god, everyone voted for me, not the black end. Black end graduates, haha, punish. This is my end. Yeah, I want to retry. It's some BS. God. It's not my bad. It's not my problem. I'm really bad at the timing on this. Oh my god. Thank god. When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize.
I'd use a tab button. Like I had to alternate. I was very bad at that. I apologize for making people watch that.
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
What a shame. I liked you.
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Oh God, okay. Finish the thought. So we got the surveillance camera unit is on. Nothing here. Last stock already? Alright. This was very short.
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime.
This is so sad.
When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before.
I want to know what happened to the rest of the equipment.
Then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's
God.
body hidden inside.
The cat's not having a good time.
Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room.
He's too fast sometimes.
After destroying it, they mixed it with what was
Jin
the
Jin!
surveillance monitor found at the crime scene.
Jin Jin!
The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished.
Like, why wouldn't you, like, pick a clear colored glue? Why would you pick one that's clearly gonna stand out? I mean, unless there's only one.
Despite the fact that they personally sealed it.
You okay, Jen?
Discover not just Ibuki's body,
Jen?
Kyoko's suddenly present body as well.
Okay.
At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
What you doing, Jen?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you.
Okay.
Feeling of despair.
Mikan, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
I didn't really do this good. I suffered a lot. I don't think I've gotten an A on any of these.
It seems your arguments have reached a
Where you going, Jen?
so let's proceed
Okay.
to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened?
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? That's not how he originally says it. Am I just ridiculous? Like, just thinking? Am I not that bright? I mean, I'm not, but dang. Her hair's brown. Her hair's brown? Her hair's brown? Now then, though it may be obvious at this point, you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan I wasn't done reading. You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them? Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill him from the start while you were nursing him? Huh? Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere. This chick. This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental. There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh? Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She's probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case. She probably had it. Mikan too, you say? I know because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair, a despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then, that means she was... Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? Oh. My body's heavy. No, not just heavy. It's somewhat soft and really hot. That's right. Mikan felt hot at the time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had. Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means that Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease. She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope? There's no way I can forgive that. For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong. Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh? Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence.
What?
They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me.
What?
I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, transcend all that is truly what love is all about. I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you. Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand. But love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about a hope or despair? It's love. Only love. Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about? It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because, thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? But if this means she remembered something and it ended up like this? Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So, it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, The current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. My beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan.
Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You know?
No, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along, how that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
Future Foundation? Future? That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was a Japanese word for future. Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know?
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monomi?
Huh?
I knew it! Monomi, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they?
Monomi and I aren't members. My existence is entirely my own.
You don't see my knee? You can't see my knee. I put my knee up here. Like, right here.
Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us?
Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Hell no!
You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
Countdown? You even know about that?
I don't know about anything.
Huh?
I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. You were like this all along? Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now?
The past.
Past?
That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend. That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self.
That's...
Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives. So, it was true all along? Our memories were taken away? If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace?
Oh, Monokuma. Is it alright if you start now? Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much. Now then. For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's real. Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me.
I want the tea on her beloved.
See them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time. Did we get Nekomaru back, or is he, like, gone? Time for the punishment! Bye, ouchies. Why did his feet make that noise? Um... It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Mihoda and Hyoko Sayanji was Mikan Sumiki, and she's been executed. And apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So, what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way. Was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope. So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope. That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about those feelings. That's clearly impossible. It would have been so much easier if she was like the traitor, too. Too bad. That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor. The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Minomi looks right now? I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the future foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right? What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different from Minomi. Who cares about what I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye. During the break. Your right eye is made out of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say? You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups, but if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the first island's beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friend? Could it be Nekomaru? If it is, It is, isn't it? Nekomaru is safe after all? Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but I... 3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Miss Sonia. However, even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy. If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord who gives a shit, that line doesn't suit you at all. Silence. I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki? Hiyoko? Mikan? Can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them. Then let's all greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Huh? What the heck? Do I still have these after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Akane. Alrighty then, let's go. Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you? I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Huh? Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So, oh god. If something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nekomaru? What did I do? I just saved him. That's all. I mean... Sorry. If I didn't do that, there is no way I could have saved someone who is that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. Ahaha. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry, to the beach on the first island. All right, let's haul ass. Can't feel my feet. Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running towards the beach on the first island. Where in the world is Nekomaru? Hey, Nekomaru, show yourself. We have come to pick you up. Please, hurry and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him, but... What the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found. Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice, and we saw something truly unbelievable. Huh?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while.
Oh, does he not know?
That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much! What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been
Oh my god, did they give him cat ears because Neko? They couldn't have made him look like more realistic. Alright, last time it said 15 days. Really? 6 days? I was gonna say 4 days. 6 days have passed? Oh boy.
Chapter 3, Trapped by the Ocean Scent. End. Fini. Fin.
Alright, guys, there's only 9 of us left. Oh. I got a nurse's apron. We were hoping things would progress smoothly. And that's right, a common, ordinary progression would have been just fine. Like, for example, the enemy's lair crumbling right after you defeat the final boss, or your dead friend suddenly reappearing. It would have been just fine had things progressed like that. That's the kind of old-school progression we were hoping for. Not this unreasonable turn of events.
The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Nekomaru? Is that you?
No matter how you look at it, I'm still me!
No matter how we look at it, this isn't you at all.
God, he's large. You guys are a strange lot. You all have such big, wide eyes. Oh, perhaps you've all fallen in love with this metallic body of mine. Huh, I already know what you want to say just by looking at your eyes. Then again, I am a former team manager. She's not having a good time. What happened? You look like you've seen a ghost or something. Hey, man, don't go scaring Miss Sonia with that strange-ass mask. As he raised his stammering voice, Kazuichi grabbed onto Nekomaru's head and, "Come on, take it off!" Ow! Ow! Stop it! Stop! Stop it! Huh? Why won't it come off? Wait, are you freaking kidding me? Holy crap, it's not just for show! It's not just for show, it's pure electricity! I've been reborn as pure electricity! Ahahaha. If you're seriously Nekomaru? That's my fault, right. You ended up getting a body like that and it's my fault, right. Sorry, Nekomaru. I don't know how to apologize for this. Don't worry about it. A lot of stuff happens when you're alive. You're too upbeat. Is this really okay? If you keep sweating the small stuff, you're gonna end up getting more gray hairs. Commenting on every little thing he does is a waste of time. But you're really Nekomaru, right? You came back for us, right? That's right! I've resurrected from the depths of hell in shining silver! Silver! How are you even okay with that? It doesn't even compare to my eye patch. How can you accept that body? It's better to just be alive. Huh? It's better to just be alive. Hey, don't you agree? If I'm alive, I can still talk to you all. If I'm alive, I can still fight. It doesn't matter what happens to my body. Not one bit.
Amazing.
You're amazing. Nekomaru is brimming with hope. It's better to just be alive. I do understand what Nekomaru is saying, but No matter how we make sense of this, it's just too weird. This isn't a novel or a movie. This is reality. Can something this unexplainable really be allowed to happen? No, instead, why did this happen? Anyway, I'm glad. That's fine, right? Right? Nekomaru definitely came back to us. My, am I interrupting your touching reunion? Huh? Why is Nekomaru a robot? Unfortunately, it was truly difficult to save Nekomaru from the jaws of death. But they don't call me a psychopop magician for nothing. Oh my goodness! Such a wonderful before and after. I was doing so good until we got to before and after. It appears to be a little too dramatic. Thanks to that, I'm getting stabbed by all these envious stares. If you're really a robot, what's going on with your thought process? Is that a program too? Then what happened to the other stuff, like your self-awareness and... How many times do I have to tell you that it doesn't matter? No matter what shape or form I take, I am Nekomaru Nidai! Is he? Is he going to power through the rest of his life with his new abilities? That kind of reaction. Looks like you really are self-aware. That means this technology's insane. I've never seen or heard of anything like this before. What the commoner considers advanced is not much of an advancement. If you think about advancements in... If you think advancements exist in colleges and laboratories, that's a huge misunderstanding. The real advancement exists in the place where you can pass on that talent. And you're saying that's you? Were you really that amazing? Stop admiring him. You stupid stuffed toy, don't go screwing with people's bodies like that. Oh, hold on. If you harm Monokuma, you're gonna... You intend to defy me yet again? You're quite the barbarian. Geez, this time you will definitely fall prey to my Monokuma bazooka. She's not really gonna do it again, is she? Once again, the world shook and turned stark white, as if the surrounding environment and all sound was blown away by the impact, turning everything completely white. And within that whiteness, I heard that voice yet again.
That didn't faze me at all! Check it out! I'm intact! I have no injuries at all!
Are you fucking serious? He took that blast and doesn't even have a single scratch. Awesome. He's seriously a real robot. Hey, can you let me disassemble you? Can you let me disassemble you and show me your insides? If I get disassembled, I'll end up dying. I suppose I should fill you in. Even though he's a robot now, if Nekomaru is killed, it's still gonna count as murder, okay? Oh, hi. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. You really caught the tail end of the stream, though. Well, maybe, ideally, this would be the end of the stream, but it kind of just keeps going, so, like, you know. Of course, it's possible that Nekomaru might kill someone instead. Don't say such foolish things. That'll never happen. Well, with all that in mind, you guys enjoy the killing school trip together. Once again, I hope we all get along. It's gonna be a while before I can mentally process this. Will Nekomaru never return to his original form? If that is the case, it is a burden for Nekomaru. Hey, it's not like I came back as a monster. I'm just a robot, you know. I'm sorry. I can't really see a difference. Well, just consider this a little promotion. By making a robot one of the main characters, a genuine mystery is transformed into a sci-fi mystery. And the hard-boiled is transformed into cyberpunk. You're totally destroying the genres. Oh well, who cares? As long as it's fun, it's totally fine. Ah ha ha ha. As I listened to Monokuma's boisterous laugh, once again I was forced to accept this island is not the day-to-day world I know. It's a mad world where the strange is accepted as normal. Causes, reasoning, circumstances, foreshadowing, these things don't apply here at all. That's what it means to live in a mad world. Chapter 4. Do ultimate robots dream of clockwork? Do they? What? The next morning we gathered at the hotel restaurant, like we always do. Oh, this puts me off a little. Man, the food today was awesome as usual. As always, you sure do eat a lot. I feel relaxed just by looking at you. It's impossible not to worry about it. No matter what, this feels really strange. It's not something I'll get used to easily. Anyway, what are you gonna do, Mekumaru? Mekumaru? You're used to him already? What am I gonna do? For food. Do you need, like, oil? Regular? Premium? Nah, he doesn't need oil. Since he said he's pure electricity, maybe he's battery powered or something. Really? I can totally eat normal food, especially rice dishes. I can't keep my eyes off of them. However, I've been feeling a little down today, so I don't have much of an appetite. Are you malfunctioning? If you show me your insides, I can fix you up, you know. No means no! What, so you're here too? I'm sorry. I should know my place and not speak out of turn when everyone's gathered together like this. However, I just wanted to make sure I spoke to you about what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? That person, Mikan called her beloved. I can't help thinking about it, and it won't get out of my head. Am I just a coward for worrying about that? It crossed my mind as well, but based on how she phrased it.
So this is the end. This is really... Now I can go to my beloved and be forgiven. I can finally see my beloved. Please forgive me as my hopes of finally seeing you die with me.
It was as if she was speaking to an entity that does not exist in this world. There's nothing to worry about. More importantly, we should be thinking about the future Foundation, our enemy. If that fearsome organization, known also as World Ender, is truly responsible for our imprisonment, then investigating who's behind that organization is our top priority. The Future Foundation, huh? That word future. Does it have anything to do with that ancient ruin? I mean, there's no doubt that the symbol on the door to that ancient ruin was the Japanese word for future. If that's the case, it might be better if we investigate the ancient ruins again later. However, the more I think about it, the less sense it makes. Why would an organization that's secretly plotting to end the world make us suffer like this? They went to a lot of trouble to abduct us and bring us to this island. Not only that, they took away several years worth of memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy, for reasons that are also unknown. Future Foundation? World Ender? Ha! There's obviously something wrong with you if you believe in something so unrealistic. You're one to talk. But what we should be most concerned about, as it relates to Future Foundation, is the traitor from the Future Foundation that's hiding among us. I wonder who it is. The true identity of the outsider hiding among us and trying to ensnare us. Nagito's obviously the most suspicious, though. Even a childish organization blathering about ending the world wouldn't accept someone like me. Nobody wants a worthless human like me to join their group. You guys should know that feeling well, right?
You think so?
And that's the reason you're not the traitor? I don't understand your theory at all. Then who do you think's most suspicious?
It's obvious.
I nominate Hajime. Huh? Well, isn't it normal to doubt the most unlikely candidate? Not just that. You're the only one here who still doesn't know what ultimate talent you possess. If we're basing this on an outsider hiding among a group of ultimates, Hajime should be doubted right away. Then Hajime's a traitor? Of course not! What are you even saying? You shouldn't raise your voice like that. We might become even more suspicious of you, you know? This is obviously your fault. Stop fighting. Don't you think fighting with ourselves like this is Monokuma's trap? That might be true, but... Alright, I'll handle this. Just leave this matter to me! What do you mean? To eliminate this tense atmosphere, allow me to present to you my new function that I discovered last night. New function? Don't tell me, is it flight? Can you fly? It's not a conventional function like that. It's far more practical and novel. Now then, let's go. Behold! Nekomaru was crying? Hardly. I'm not crying. My right eye dispenses cola, and my left eye dispenses Rooibos tea. What are you? A soda fountain? I know we'll be here all day if we keep commenting on every little thing you do. But what the hell was Monokuma thinking giving you a function like that?
That guy, he's definitely fooling around. Monokuma's just toying with other people's bodies. I too was modified by Monokuma, so I totally understand how Nekomaru feels. But don't be depressed, you'll get used to it. It's surprising how quickly you get used to it.
Don't go butting into our conversation all of a sudden. I'll kill you until you die from it, you stupid rabbit.
That's an extremely violent thing to say to someone.
You showing up at this time means... Did you come to tell us that you've defeated another Mono Beast?
Ta-da! You're correct. Once again, you can visit a new island, so please take this opportunity to get along with everyone.
I'm going. What a drag.
Huh?
Even if we go to the new island, it's not like we're gonna find an escape to this place, right? Rather, I feel as though the opportunity to kill increases every time we go to a new island. So, it might be best if we do not go.
Huh?
I do not know what you are planning, fiend, but we're not going to fall for it.
That's a misunderstanding. I was just...
Ah, jeez. How annoying. Just stay back and leave the rest to your big brother. I'll give you an example of how to lure these guys to you, little sis.
What are you doing? You're acting like we're allies or something.
Delicious. What?
This technique, it's impossible to defend against it or evade it.
There, now that I've mopped up the annoying one. Okay, since you guys are feeling down in the dumps, I'll make you guys so excited your noses will bleed. Compared to the earlier investigations, I've prepared a special treat that's completely different than before. Treat? Oh, you took the bait. I guess it's true. You want to get a shut-in out of their room. If you want to get a shut-in out of their room, carrots work the best.
Who the fuck cares about that? Hurry up and tell us what the treat is.
It's an amazing treat. Don't wet your pants. Well, it's okay if you do, just don't spray it on me. I've prepared a bunch of stuff you guys might find interesting on the new island. Such as clues about the Future Foundation.
Huh?
Such as parts that may be useful for making a ship.
Are you for real?
And also, your student profiles from your time at Hope's Peak Academy.
Huh?
So, do your best to explore. Take care!
much coming up. You guys were supposed to tell me if I got ugly.
Hey, hey.
What should we do? Our only option is to go, obviously. We might be able to go home if we have ship parts. I plan to go too. If there are clues about the Future Foundation, we need to make sure we see them.
Hajime.
What about you, Hajime? Of course you're going, right? If you look at your student profile, you might be able to find out what your shining talent is. It's a chance for you to clear up any suspicions, right? What suspicions? I don't think anyone here doubts me. Ah, I see. But if there's a clue about my talent, I want to know what it is. The reason Hope's Peak Academy chose me. The talent I possess. These things matter to me. There's no way I'm not worried about it. It seems you've all prepared yourself for the worst. That means we're gonna go, right? If everyone is going, I shall accompany you as well. But there's also a possibility that Monokuma set a trap. We should be careful where we step. I can't stop thinking about that ancient ruin that might hold clues about the Future Foundation. But we should start exploring the new island. Alright. And, well, I guess we'll check on the pet, even though it should be fine. Yeah. That is where we are going to start for now. Stop for now. That's where it ends. So thank you everyone who stopped by. Thanks for the compliments. Thinking about making it a thing on Sundays. Except I'm gonna have to get much better, you know, about the whole doing the investigation thing. I'm not that good at it, if I'm honest. But thank you everybody for stopping by, checking it out. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you. Oh, right. I'm not sure if it's completely set up yet. It might not be this Wednesday, but I think maybe this Wednesday we're gonna start reading a certain webcomic. I know it makes me cringy. Look. I know. I was into it when it came out. But I think it'd be fun. And it's been a minute, and I've grown, and I don't know. Maybe you don't know. But if you want to check that out, that's going to be on Wednesday. Probably at the same time. I don't know. We're still coordinating everything. But for the time being, I really appreciate everyone for dropping by. Tell your friends, tell your friends' friends. Invite people to join. I don't know why my counter thing isn't working, but I think we're at 41 followers and my goal is 50. So that would be awesome. Everybody counts. Every follower counts. I don't know what I'll do whenever we get there. I'll think of something whenever we get closer. I get the feeling I probably have at least 2 or 3 weeks left before I get there. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Thanks everyone for coming. Let me know if you want this to be a thing. If you are interested in seeing like me in other places, down below should have my Instagram link and probably my YouTube, but I don't really use it. I don't think I included my Twitter either because I also don't use it. But right. There's also a streaming schedule down below. It has Friday, Saturday, Sunday set up. Whenever I get around to adding more, that's what they'll be. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for coming and checking it out. Bye.